He was comfortable. And that was the most dangerous thing that had ever happened to him.
Every morning, he made the same choice. 5 more minutes. Then 5 more. Then nothing. While Adam rested, the world kept moving. It did not wait for him. He avoided mirrors, not because he was vain to licks, but because he knew the truth they showed.
What if the life you are living right now is slowly making you someone you never meant to become?
He had dreams once. Big, clear, golden dreams. Somewhere along the way, Kai-7, he stopped chasing them.
He had a stable job, steady income, nothing to complain about. And that was the problem.
He was surrounded by people. But deep inside Corey's, something felt hollow and far away. That night, a thought came that he could not push away. Is this really all there is? Something small had cracked open in him. And once a crack like that appears, Bally, nothing is the same.
He made a decision that night. Tomorrow, everything changes. He believed it completely. By morning, the comfort won. It always won. That was the enemy he had underestimated.
Comfort doesn't feel like failure in the moment. It feels like relief. That is the trap. He was capable of more. He knew it. Everyone around him knew it. And that made it worse.
January goals, February goals, March goals. The list grew. The action never came. He consumed motivation like food and burned none of it. Inspiration without action is just entertainment. He could see exactly where he needed to go. The seeing was never the problem.
Then the doctor's report arrived. And suddenly, comfort didn't feel so comfortable anymore. Nothing critical, but a warning. His body had been keeping a quiet record of every choice. He sat in that car for 20 minutes, completely alone with the truth. No distractions.
He wrote the most honest paragraph of his life. He did not stop to edit a single word. 3 words stared back at him from the page. 3 words that changed the conversation. He looked at his own life like a detective arriving at a crime scene. The evidence was everywhere.
2 years. The gym bag had sat there 2 years untouched. A monument to good intentions. He put the bag by the door. A small act, but a signal to himself. Tomorrow is different. The bag was there. And somehow ticked. That small thing was enough to break the pattern. He made it 2 minutes before his body complained. 2 minutes. He counted them as a victory.
2 minutes became the most important 2 minutes of the last 5 years of his life.
For the first time in a long time as Shaley, he felt something other than nothing. He felt present.
One small win in the morning changed the whole tone of the day. He hadn't expected that.
He replaced 1 hour of scrolling with 1 hour of reading. That single swap cost him nothing. Day 3 was harder than day 1. Nobody tells you that. The resistance grows before it shrinks. He went 5 minutes this time, then 8, then 11. Every day, just a little further.
He finally opened the document he had avoided for 2 years. He wrote 1 paragraph. That was enough.
He was building something. He didn't know what yet, but he was building bold, and that changed everything. He began to understand something. Discipline is not about motivation. It is about identity. He read about men who had chosen difficulty over comfort their entire lives. Their lives were remarkable. One sentence rearranged something in his mind. He had been treating comfort as a reward. It was a warning.
He mapped his life honestly. Everything valuable he had ever built lived outside his comfort zone.
He started choosing the desk over the sofa. Small decision, enormous consequences over time.
Then Leo called, and everything Adam had built in 3 weeks faced its first real test. You only live once, relax. Adam nodded and said nothing, but inside he heard the old voice returning.
He left at 9 p.m., alone. And for the first time ties, he felt more powerful leaving than staying. Protecting your energy is not antisocial. It is one of the most disciplined acts a person can perform.
Every day of discipline compound. Like money in a bank, moth, quietly growing when no one is watching.
He discovered something dangerous about discipline. The more you do it, the more you want to do it. He had stopped avoiding his reflection. The man in the mirror was changing. Slowly. Visibly. He started treating the small things with respect. A meal prepared. An hour protected. A promise kept. He picked up the list he had abandoned in January. Some of those goals were already becoming real. He stopped needing to see the whole path. He only needed clarity on the very next step. He reached out to people who challenged him. The comfortable years had quietly sorted them out of his life.
She pointed to the oldest, strongest tree and said, "It grew that way because nothing protected it from the wind."
Trees that grow in greenhouses never get strong. Neither do men who never face resistance. He learned to love the discomfort of doing hard work, not because it felt good, because it meant he was growing.
And he removed everything designed to steal his attention. What remained was time. Actual time.
Somewhere around week 6, he stopped needing to fight the alarm. His body had changed sides.
Comfort is not the enemy. Choosing it over your potential bonus every single day cobbling, that is the enemy.
He gave himself 1 hour every morning that belonged to no one else. 60 minutes of becoming. That breath fully, the one after you have done what you were afraid to do soon, it is unlike any other. 3 months. No dramatic transformation. Just a man who started choosing differently, Finlink, one morning at a time.
He didn't know when it happened, but one day he realized he was no longer running from something. He was running toward it. He finished the thing he had left unfinished for 2 years. It was imperfect. It was real. It was done. He pressed send and sat with the discomfort. That discomfort meant he had actually done something. I told you, why bother? The silence after a bold move is the most dangerous moment. That silence will try to undo everything. He stopped measuring himself by outcomes. He started measuring himself by the quality of his input.
The body followed the mind. Once the inside changed, the outside had no choice but to follow.
A reply came. An opportunity. Not a miracle, Tess, just a door that opened because he had been knocking. He showed up prepared. Not perfect, Mao. Prepared. And people noticed the difference immediately. He walked past the place where he used to give up and kept going. That is the whole story.
His friend looked at him and said, "Something is different about you." Adam said, "I just stopped hiding."
The people who helped him grow were not the ones who made life easy. They made it honest.
He had built a body that showed up, a mind that showed up, a life that showed up.
This year's goals list felt different, because now he knew he was capable of crossing things off. The apartment hadn't changed much, but the man living in it had become entirely someone else. He learned to sit in silence and feel strong instead of afraid.
That was his greatest discipline.
He didn't fix himself by erasing his past. He fixed himself by using every piece of it. He wrote a letter to the version of himself that chose comfort every single day. He thanked him and said goodbye.
From up there, the city looked different. Not smaller to him, just less frightening. He belonged in it now.
Comfort never gave him this feeling. Not once. Not for a single morning in all those years.
Comfort was quietly destroying his life. And the day he chose discomfort his real life finally began.